Okay, so I did start out before I got the camera to figure out what was wrong with Mom's dryer. So there are screws that hold the back on. So that's where I'm at already. And then once they're away, you push it forward off of these spring tabs. And then some people take it off, prefer to take it off. I didn't really need to. I just set it to the side a little bit. You can take all this off. There are other videos that will show you that. Just kind of set it to the side so you don't have to take the control panels and the circuit board and stuff off. And you can take off the front panel, which has screws. I've already taken them off. Here, here, and here. The ones with the flat washers behind them. They're all Phillips, number 2 tip. And these 3 go right here on the top. Not the 3 on the white or the enameled portion of your dryer. It's the one on the aluminum itself, in line with the spring tabs. So once those screws are away, shut the door so you won't put anything. Pull up to release it off the 2 spring tabs. Lay it down a little bit flat to clear down there and pull it away. There is a door circuit that has to be disconnected, and it's right here. I did that a while ago too. So it's right here. So do that. Take that off. All right. With the front door assembly off, there are only 2 more pieces left to remove to get the drum out so you can get to your idler pulley. And that is the piece, the header that holds the 2 rollers for the front of the drum and the ducting for your blower fan. So to get this off, go ahead and remove your lid tray, stick it in there for right now, and remove the 3 number 2 Phillips screws. Not very strong, not very. So you're going to have to pull this away from the surface of the mating to the fan blower, and then you can bring it down, pull it away. So this lip right here sits inside here. All right. So once that away, you can put the 3 screws in there, get that out of the way. Now what we have left is the hangers, the 4 hanger screws. And go ahead and remove that lit alarm like I have, and it'll come away from you there. So your 4 screws here, and these other 3, and pull this off. So there you see the broken idler pulley and its bracket. So here's the bracket, and the center of the pulley has come apart. Once this fell off, it luckily did not destroy the belt. The belt is still intact, and so I'm going to reuse it because it's the weekend and Mom wants to dry clothes. So there is a kill switch, a disable switch when the belt comes off or the pulley fails. But that's all there is to it, and that should get her drying clothes again once I reassemble it. Here is the safety switch, the kill switch if you will, of the idler pulley. You can hear it click on and off, so it's working because the dryer stopped. So all I got to do is take it off here, figure out where the spring went, where it went to keep tension, and reassemble it. So I'll clean it up a little bit and we can see how it goes back together. Here is the pulley, retaining spring, and tension spring for the idler pulley. So this was the ultimate failure of the idler pulley. You can see where the bearing froze up and the pulley continued to try to spin around it, and it did for a while too. The RPMs got so high that it melted the guts of the pulley and left these plastic melted stringers on there. Came out from the center. It's stuck on there pretty good, and it's frozen solid. I'll show you the new one. Here it is right here. If you can read that, it's Delta Echo 882 Charlie idler assembly, and it's been superseded. This is the new number. This idler pulley had a different number. It should spin free. The plastic pulley itself is pressed onto the bearing, but once the bearing fails, it will now try to spin by itself. All right, I did a test fit of the new idler pulley with the original shoulder screw, and what it's supposed to do, this shoulder is supposed to go all the way through and hit against the plate that this attaches to, and let it pivot without any drag or friction. Well, when I ran this screw down, this was too stiff, and the reason being is the replacement part, shoulder, is at a higher elevation than the original one. You can barely see it, but if I had a micrometer, I could probably show it to you better. But in here is another problem that could be avoided. If you can put the new pulley on the original bracket, so that when the attachment bolt of the idler arm goes in, you have a little bit of the shoulder boss sticking out of the plate, and it'll go there, and now it'll leave it some room to pivot. So might want to check that, depending on where you get your piece, or maybe all of them are like this retainer and the pulley, and put it on the original one. Okay, change to the revision of the update. The pulley didn't fit on the old bracket, so it's just a little bit difference in diameter. You want it to spin freely, so I had to stop, put this one in the vise, and file this evenly so that I could get the right amount of projection off the back, so that when it's screwed into the assembly down there, it's tight, and this will still pivot. There's the new idler pulley back on the dryer with the tension spring right here. You can see it flops it back, and you can hear the kill switch that stops it when the belt pops off. So that was the heart of the problem. Now we're just going to put the drum back in, the heater duct, and the front cover, and she'll be drying clothes again. So now with the drum back in on the idler pulley and the belt hooked up, I just put this hanger back on. It was making a lot of noise, so I didn't want the camera to pick all that up. So it was easy. Like I said, these hangers can only go in one way. They drop in at a certain point. You may have to flex the panels a little bit to get it to drop, so you can line up with your screw holes. And from here on out, it's just reversing everything that we did to get to the idler pulley. So I'll let you have it from here. So we're all put back together, plugged in, and the lint tube is attached to the outside. So let's power up. There we go. Filter check light. Okay, we have connected that. That's clear. Normal dry, and start. All right. Well, great. Hey, Mom, your dryer's fixed. Anyway, thanks for watching another episode of the Little Red Toolbox. See you down the road.